God, that intro. You know, for a lot of kids growing up, their first games they remember playing were probably like Mario, Sonic, but no, not me. My parents weren't too keen on most video games, but the one thing I was allowed to play were the humongous entertainment games. Anyone know? Anyone know about these? Anyone in the back? Oh, a couple of 90s kids in the back. That's good. Alright, well, for everyone else... I was born in 1991, and for years now, video games had been testing the boundary of what was socially acceptable to show on screen. For example, take Night Trap. When this came out in 1992, a few people might have been offended.
Night Trap uses actual actors and achieves an unprecedented level of realism. I find this segment deeply offensive and believe that it simply should be taken off the market.
Megan, this isn't gonna work. You're not hearing me. Wait. What are you doing now?
So yeah, no video games in this house growing up, except for a couple of educational games my folks got me, which is just a big fuck you when you're a kid. But there were some cool games I did get to play. The first of which, the very first, is this guy right here. You don't even know what this is, do you? It's okay. Fatty Bear's birthday surprise. Wow, I can still remember all the things going through my head the first moment I played this. Dad, game's broken. Keyboard doesn't work. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Should I click? Oh! It wasn't Mario or Doom, but I didn't care. Skateboarding? Bowling? Yeah, this is a video game. Get over here. So because I don't want this video to turn into just 10 minutes of me reviewing humongous games, I'm gonna keep it to a top 5 list. Yeah, oh, good for you! In Putt Putt Goes to the Moon, you play a talking car with a dog living in his glove box. Just like Grandma and Peaches. The plot follows Putt Putt as he's accidentally launched by a big-ass firework in outer space, crash lands on the moon, and must find his way back home. Look how calm he is. This is the kind of guy you want in your corner when you go to space. Put him in Gravity. That's a 10-minute movie right there. It's worth noting that Ron Gilbert, creator of Maniac Mansion, the first 2 Monkey Island games, actually had a big hand in producing the early humongous titles. It's no surprise that the game is just brimming with atmosphere and character and that. So yeah, Putt Putt Goes to the Moon. Great game. Go check it out. And, I'm not saying that. Number 4, Freddy Fish in the Case of the Haunted Schoolhouse. This is actually the second game in the Freddy Fish series. Dan, shh. No one gives a shit. In the Case of the Haunted Schoolhouse, we open to a school of fish. All of the kids' toys have been stolen by a ghost, and it's up to you and this little green dude here to make a Rube Goldberg machine to catch the ghost. Humongous did a great job of making this game appeal to my sensibilities with its humor and its just witty writing.
Last week, I invented a pocket protector. This week, I'm inventing the pocket.
Okay, maybe not that.
No matter where I go, I'm always home in my shell.
Okay, maybe not. Okay, it's not that smart.
Hey, Luther, how about giving me a hand?
I really appreciate the great job you're doing.
I don't even know how much else there is to really say about it. It's a children's game. You find that thing, you give it to that guy, you find that, and then you move it on, and you get the idea. But a cool thing the humongous games always did is that they had replay value. Every time you'd start a new game, they'd move items and things around, so you'd never get the same experience 2 times in a row. What an idea! Okay, let's skip ahead to 2001. Humongous goes belly up, and Atari, who had purchased the company, lays off most of their employees. It was the end of an era, despite later ill-fated attempts to revitalize the company and brand. But one Humongous series outlived them all, getting ports onto various game systems from the Game Boy Advance to the PlayStation 2, all of which was spearheaded by the first game in its series, Backyard Baseball. Right off the bat, you know this game isn't taking itself too seriously. It's catered for kids. Specifically the oddballs who weren't super athletically, Is that kid in a wheelchair? Oh, but he's really good at pitching. Somehow. Let me tell you, this game got the kid experience of baseball down pat. Just look at all this passive aggression I have to wade through.
That's okay. I'll just watch.
I'm too hungry to play anyways.
Oh my god, get a grip, people. Come on, you see Kenny? You think Kenny's sitting there feeling bad for himself? You know what, Kenny? Get on my team. You're better than everyone else. Fuck you guys. The game itself is really fun. It's not too technical, and it does the job of making baseball seem interesting. Oh! I never really got into the other backyard sports games. For whatever reason, watching little Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire play baseball felt Morbid. Should've stuck to regular juice instead of
no juice.
Next up is Pajama Sam and There's No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside. I love this one because I feel like it's one of the few video games that actually succeeded in making the kid the hero of the story. Also, the voice actor for Bobby Hill's in it. Anyone else care? No? Okay, let's keep going. The game takes place in Sam's closet, or subconscious, as he attempts to face his fear of the dark. You explore the world of darkness, trying to recover certain items essential to your Pajama Sam costume. You liberate a fridge, you play a game show, and even have an impromptu lesson on how geysers work.
Geysers are usually very unpredictable about when they erupt.
From a boat. Throughout your journey, you encounter an ensemble of strange inanimate objects who either help you on your quest or try to stump you. You got one by me! You got one by me! Oh my god, what was I even saying? I had like 8 other things to get to. Fuck it, I'm done. And finally, topping my list, a game so ingenious, a game so groundbreaking, a game so It's Spy Fox. It's the only one it could have been. What do you thought it was gonna be? Big thinkers? This little blue guy? Get out of here, man! You don't know dick about humongous. In dry cereal, the world's milk supply is depleted after all cows have been kidnapped, and it's up to you to get them back. Finally, a game with some stakes and consequences. Playing this didn't feel like some talking car or some rad kid in pajamas. It actually felt like I had stepped up in the world of video games and was getting a chance to play something more serious. Which isn't to say this game's serious. It's not. Like, at all.
Tanks, but no tanks.
Wanna see my tattoo?
Utter dairy chaos.
I need to bug out of here.
No buts about it.
Feta cheese.
Looking back, humongous games are pretty revolutionary for their time. They filled a niche that wasn't being provided by that many video game companies, except for Math Blaster. Math Blaster was awesome. And while it kind of bums me out that there aren't any new humongous titles to look forward to, a lot of the games have ended up on Steam for super cheap. So if you have a kid or whatever and you think they're ready to start playing video games but you want to ease them into it, don't pick up pandering bullshit and instead get them some of these. Or Zimbinis. This game's really hard.